Picture this, in the heart of a quiet village, a beautiful young woman named Sharon held a terrifying secret that left every man she encountered in despair. Stay tuned to uncover the spine-chilling tale of Sharon's life. Once upon a time, in the serene village of Omofia, there was a young girl named Sharon. From a young age, Sharon was known for her beauty and charm, but as she grew, it became clear that she was not like other girls. Sharon had a dark secret that would come to haunt every man she met. Sharon was born to Mr. and Mrs. Umosu, a humble family living in the heart of Umofia. They live a simple life, farming and selling their produce in the local markets. Sharon was their only child, and they cherished her dearly. As she grew, Sharon was known for her kindness and her radiant beauty, which made her stand out in the village. As Sharon entered adolescence, strange things began to happen. Boys who courted her seemed to fall ill. Their strength sapped away mysteriously. The villagers whispered about these occurrences, but no one could pinpoint the cause. Sharon's parents were oblivious to the rumors, believing their daughter was just going through a phase. One day, a wise old woman named Mama Nkechi visited the Mumosu family. She was known for her knowledge of ancient secrets and curses. After observing Sharon for a while, Mama Nkechi revealed the terrifying truth. Sharon was cursed. Any man who became intimate with her would lose his manhood and vitality. This curse had been placed on her lineage generations ago by a jealous rival of her ancestors. Sharon was devastated by the revelation. She wanted nothing more than to lead a normal life and find love. But the curse made it impossible. Her parents were equally heartbroken, not knowing how to help their beloved daughter. Despite the curse, Sharon tried to live her life as normally as possible, avoiding close relationships with men. In her late teens, Sharon met Chike, a handsome young man from a neighboring village. Despite her effort to keep her distance, she couldn't help but fall in love with him. Chike was kind and understanding, but they finally gave in to their feelings. Disaster struck. Chike fell seriously ill, and soon after, he lost his manhood. The villagers were outraged and blamed Sharon, calling her a witch. Shunned by her community, Sharon's life became even more difficult. She was labeled a parach, and people avoided her at all costs. Her parents, although supportive, were also ostracized. Sharon decided to leave Umofia in search of a solution to her curse, hoping to find someone who can break it. Sharon traveled far and wide, visiting numerous villages and consulting with various healers and diviners. Each encounter brought false hope, as no one could break the ancient curse. Along the way, she met men who, despite knowing her curse, still fell for her. Each relationship ended in tragedy, reinforcing Sharon's despair. One day, Sharon heard about a powerful medicine man named Baba Ibeji, who lived in the remote village of Oji. Desperate for a cure, she made her way to Oji and sought out Baba Ibeji. He was a stern old man with piercing eyes that seemed to see right through her. After listening to her story, he agreed to help but warned that the path to breaking the curse would be perilous. Baba Ibeji told Sharon that to break the curse, she needed to retrieve a sacred stone from the depths of the forbidden forest. This forest was known to be filled with dangerous spirits and wild animals. With a heavy heart but determined spirit, Sharon set out on her journey into the dark woods. As Sharon ventured deeper into the forest, she encountered many dangers. She faced wild animals, treacherous paths, and eerie spirits that tried to lead her astray. Despite the fear that crippled her heart, Sharon pressed on, guided by the hope of freeing herself from the curse. One evening, as Sharon rested by a stream, a small child with glowing eyes approached her. The child offered her water and spoke in a voice much wiser than her years. She told Sharon that she was on the right path and gave her a charm to protect her from the evil spirit in the forest. The next day, Sharon encountered a woman who looked exactly like her mother. This woman offered her food and comfort. Exhausted and hungry, Sharon accepted the food, but as soon as she ate, she felt a dark presence surrounding her. Realizing it was an illusion created by the forest spirit, she could quickly spat out the food and fled. Along her journey, Sharon met another traveler named Emeka, who claimed to be on a similar quest. They decided to join forces. However, one night as they slept, Emeka mysteriously disappeared. Sharon found his belongings scattered and no sign of him. She was filled with dread but continued her journey alone. Further into the forest, Sharon encountered a man who had been trapped in a sinking buck. She tried to help him, but the ground swallowed him whole before she could reach him. This sight haunted her, but she knew she had to keep going. Finally, Sharon reached the heart of the forest where the sacred stone was kept. It was guarded by a fierce spirit who demanded she prove her worth. The spirit subjected her to several tests, challenging her courage, wisdom, and resilience. Sharon passed the spirit tests and was granted the sacred stone. The spirit told her that this stone held the power to break the curse, but she needed to perform a ritual under the full moon. With the sacred stone in hand, Sharon made her way back to Oji. The journey back was just as perilous, but Sharon was determined. She finally reached Baba Ibeji, who prepared the ritual. Under the light of the full moon, Baba Ibeji performed the ritual with Sharon. It was a long and arduous process, filled with chanting and invoking the spirit. As the ritual concluded, Sharon felt a weight lift from her shoulders. The next morning, Sharon awoke feeling different. Baba Ibeji confirmed that the curse was lifted and she was free to live her life without fear. Sharon was overjoyed and thanked Baba Ibeji for his help. Sharon returned to Umuofia, but the villagers were still wary of her. She had to prove that the curse was truly gone. With time, the villagers saw that the men who interacted with her were unaffected. Slowly, Sharon began to rebuild trust with the village. She helped with various tasks and showed care to everyone. The villagers began to see her in a new light. One day, Chike returned to the village. He had been traveling to find a cure for himself. When he saw Sharon, he was hesitant but hopeful. They spoke and Sharon explained everything. Chike decided to give their relationship another chance. Chike and Sharon started a new chapter in their lives. The villagers watched with breathtaking. But when nothing happened to Chike, they were convinced the curse was truly gone. The couple's love blossomed, and they were finally able to be together without fear. Chike and Sharon decided to get married, and the entire village celebrated it with a joyous occasion, and Sharon's parents were filled with the pride and happiness. The curse that had haunted them for so long was finally broken. A year after their wedding, Sharon gave birth to a healthy baby boy. The villagers saw this as a sign that the curse was indeed lifted. They named the boy Nkem, which means mine in Igbo, symbolizing the family's victory over the curse. Sharon and Chike's story taught the villagers about love, resilience, and the power of determination. Sharon's name was no longer associated with fear, but with hope and strength. Years later, Mama Nkechi returned to Umuofia. She was pleased to see the village striving and Sharon living a happy life. She shared more wisdom with the villagers, reminding them to always believe in themselves and the power of love. The village decided to celebrate an annual festival in honor of Sharon and Chike's journey. They call it the Festival of Freedom, where they celebrated love, unity, and the breaking of curses. It became a beloved tradition in Umuofia. Nkem grew up Hearing stories of his parents' bravery, he was inspired by their strength and wanted to continue their legacy. He became a kind and courageous young man, loved by all in the village.